Dr. Tyson on philosophy yet again. Okay, still sort of background, broad strokes. Philosophy is, in many ways, a movement toward transcendence. The word transcendence might sound like a big one, and you probably have encountered it. All we need for it to mean right now is something that goes beyond, 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 higher level. So we begin, philosophy begins, as do we all, with the concrete, the reality that is right in front of my face, the thing I can touch, the thing that I can smell, the thing that I see, and it's right here and it's in front of me. And that is very imminent. It's right in me. The notebook, my notes that I'm hoping to cover, for better or for worse. As I grow a little bit, doesn't take too much, we're very intelligent beings, I can transcend the single notebook and realize, oh, this little steno pad, as it's called because of the spirals at the top, there are more. They come in different sizes, they come in different colors, they may be ruled in different sizes. Some are mine, some are the store's, some are yours. And I can figure out that they're all somehow the same, even though each of them exists in a different place, in a different time, somebody else's hands. They're used for many purposes. I like to take notes for myself, take notes on students. Somebody else is taking dictation from a boss. Somebody else is taking notes in a class. So they can be used for any number of purposes, yet I'm able to recognize them as notebooks. I can go beyond the steno pad and get to the one that goes this direction, right? And it's just a spiral notebook and it's bigger, it has more paper. But I can see that they're very much the same, even though they have different sizes, different prices, different covers, different colored covers, different materials of covers. But I don't have to be too much in the realm of transcendence or generalization to see that I'm basically talking about paper that people write on or draw on, okay? That's a level of transcendence. This one is just one. But when I can tell the difference and the sameness of very many, that's when I have reached at least one initial level of transcendence. But we're interested not only in notebooks, or I'll give you another example. When we're children, we might have, or you might know a child who has a cat in the house, a kitten, right? Kitty, soft kitty, little ears and fluffy tail and 4 legs, kitty. And then go for a walk outside and suddenly see a squirrel and say, kitty, and start to, well, don't pet it, kitty. And somebody might laugh at that, but it is so intelligent. The child is having a movement toward transcendence. They are broadening the concept to include other possible animals and yet need to narrow the concept of cat and squirrel, or moose and squirrel if you prefer. So we all do that. We do that on our own. Our intelligence wants to get broader and broader and broader because we don't want to have to study every new thing. It takes a lot of time. Philosophers are very interested in human beings. Human beings as individuals who are always connected to other human beings, that crossroad of individuality with community. I am always myself, but I am never alone. I'm always with others. So what kind of a being does that make me? I could start again with the concrete. You know, the first day, 2, 3, 4 years old, when you recognize that the picture in the mirror is me, or this person is mom, dad, sibling, cat, dog, whatever it is. So I can start with my own self, and that's pretty important to know that what are you? I am a human being, but so are the rest of the people in my family, so are you. So is every other human being that you will encounter. One of the first things we will notice is other people are different in some very distinctive ways. They look different or they sound different. They're different sizes and different shapes and different colors, and they make different noises and different colored hair and different cuts of hair, and they wear different clothes, and they come from different houses. They don't all live in my house. Even if we go to the same school and have the same teacher, we're sitting in different places. I mean, you can just take it down to physics and say every human being occupies a different place and time as all the others, right? And that's all true. We are, each of us, unique, absolutely unique. Two people in the same family or come from a family of five. Five siblings are raised with the same two parents, and they have very different experiences of and relationships with those two people, just those two people. When I start to speak to my siblings, I get a broader understanding, a level of transcendence about who our parents are. Even though I've been living with them my whole life, my other siblings are living with those same people, but from the perspective of different backgrounds, different emotional responses, different intelligences, different experiences, different hopes, different dreams. And that's what each of us has, okay? And at very least, that makes us distinct. Going back to physicality again, we each have our distinct fingerprints, iris prints, voice prints, lip prints, footprints. Okay, so even physically, we're completely different. Well, are we completely different? That's exactly the point. No, there's something about us that makes us say that we belong to the same species. We look at human beings, yeah, we're all different. We come from different cultures. We come from different heritages. We come from different continents. We speak different languages. We worship in very distinctive ways, and that's all true. But just that little bit of thinking should open us, take us to that level of transcendence beyond difference to say yes. But all human beings come from families, speak languages. All human beings have so many differences, but we have heritage. We have hopes and dreams. We have culture. We are enculturated beings. That's true of all of us. We all have genetics, different genes, but it's true that we have genetics. So if we can get from the particularity of difference to that level of sameness, we have, again, transcendence. We have another movement toward transcendence. What human beings want to know is, what does it mean to be a human person that is the same for every human person? And that means we must abstract from the particularity of our experiences. And that can be tough. So we're moving into the world of concept, of ideas, of theory. What is the same? What is the transcendent reality of being a human being? If I can get a hold of that, I might be able to come up with an idea about what all human beings, including myself, in all times and places, including my own, no matter what the background, including my own, no matter what language they speak, as well as my own, I might be able to come up with at least a preliminary response to the question, what does it mean to live an excellent human life? What does it take to be happy? Thanks.